Hi everyone, so I'm back at it making journals, and I had kind of started and I stopped myself so I could explain the process. And I thought maybe we could craft together just a little crafting session, nothing, specific in mind as of now. Although, if you clicked on the thumbnail, clearly I figured out what to do. But I just want to start this journal with you and maybe give you a few tips along the way. If you feel like crafting, just put my video on your TV, sit, relax, and watch it, or craft with me and put me in the background. That's what I do sometimes with other crafters. So today's journal, usually a lot of times I use digital papers, coffee stained papers, and such. This time, all I used was I just actually started gathering paper. This was, these are book pages for the most part. And then I have this paper here, which comes from these pads that I purchased. I think it was at Paperology, I'm fairly certain. Love the quality, love the feel, the touch of these paper is amazing. So I pretty much only used that or papers like these that I've purchased in bundles for, crafters and such. But nothing has been printed on my printer is what I mean. For this journal, I just decided I felt like doing different. So it seems I will have two signatures because just one was getting too thick, so I decided to split the papers in two. So I will put these aside for now. And here is the piece of cardstock that I have. I have more than one fold simply because I realized I needed this to be a little wider to house the two signatures, and for, to allow the signature to get thicker as you add your pockets and your tags and whatnot. And because was a 12 by 12, what I've done is I decided to keep a part of it and fold it so that I have, right from the start, we have a pocket on the side of this journal. I thought this was really nice, and of course I had to trim a tiny bit out, like exactly like this actually, and I'm keeping it because obviously it's gorgeous and you don't know where I could be using it. So right now I'm at the stage where I need to figure out, before I start like sewing and gluing and all these things, I need to decide what the front of my journal will look like. So there's a little fold here that I've done because, like I said, I realized this was not large enough, so I had to reduce this pocket and make another fold. But it doesn't really matter. I don't think in the overall work it will show, and I don't know, maybe I'll put some fabric. I know I want to put some fabric here, so we'll see. So I have this beautiful image from Marta's books, Maremi Small Art. This is from the Botanica book. And look at this. Look at this. There's nothing done. And with this paper, it's just amazing. It's just so gorgeous. So, of course, I want to use it. And I think I'm going to use right like this right there. Now, the question is, am I going to use something underneath? But I don't want to hide the paper because I think that's what makes the whole effect. Now, also, I have these deckled papers, I think you call them. They come in a pack of 50 on Amazon. Just check for deckled paper. It's really awesome. It's pretty thick. You can probably do a lot of kinds of mixed media in there, maybe even watercolor. I would have to try myself. But it's 50 per pack, and they're pretty, let me show you right here. It's a nice size for me anyways. And so I decided to try something. I wanted to have some message here. And at first I just tried to put, to design a front. So I thought, something like that. Then I thought, okay, I'll put a word here like a sentiment or the title of the journal or something like that. And then I thought, no, I'm going to make my own title because I kind of know what I want this journal to be. I want this journal to be, and I will show you the title that I came up with. So I used my letters to these ones. I really love them. I got them at Michael's. I don't know where in the States you could find them. Michael's is a crafting store we have here in Canada. And so I used those and I stamped, be gentle, And I thought, okay, this would look good here with, and maybe here, I'm not sure, yourself, and maybe right here. Something like that. I'm not sure where. And read this. And for those of you who forget, read it again, because I know I'm going to read it. I don't want to get all emotional here, but I think I forget. I really do. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But I find that we are so hard on ourselves for all kinds of reasons. And so I decided this book would be about, I thought first kindness, but no, it's kindness, yes, but towards ourselves. So that's what I did with these, and I think it's so beautiful because when you cut it, look at the, you know what it, because it's handmade paper, by the way, forgot to say, it's a handmade paper, so the way it rips, it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I think that I want something like that. I just need to figure out where I want to glue this. I don't like it symmetrical. I don't want to hide too much of these flowers, but you know, whatever needs to be done. And I'm thinking something like that, but I still haven't figured out if I want something underneath. Now, I know I want to use fabric, because when I'm going to sew the signature in, I want to probably cover the back with this type of fabric, and I think it's perfect with this. It's absolutely gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is first, how about we do this? I will move this and I will measure real quick how much of this fabric I need. So I think the length is almost perfect. Almost. So I don't want to cover, what I mean is, see when we had our image on top here? So if I have fabric all the way, you know, too far, I will not only touch this, which wouldn't matter usually, but I like this paper so much. So I don't want to be too wide. So what I'm going to do is, I eyeball everything, just so you know, so don't worry about me. I've come, you know, I've come so far. I just want in, oh, and the beauty of this fabric, I don't know if I already mentioned, I buy it at Tapeology, is look, and it's straight. It's amazing for that, I must say. So let's see if this is wide enough. If it's not, no panic, because I will use it for something else. I don't want it to be too wide, but just enough to cover the back. Oh my goodness, this is going to be absolutely lovely. Oh yes. And I will glue it also on the inside, just like that. You see the excess here? So that's perfect. Love it. Oh my gosh, it's going to be lovely. And it won't hide the paper or the image. Yes. Okay. This is one thing done. Now, just to imagine, before I start gluing and sewing and moving, you know, making things impossible afterwards to change. So let's say it was here. And then I have my image here, just like that. I have these, blah, blah, blah. Do I add a tiny piece of fabric here, you know? Or I think I'm trying to hide the fact that I folded this page, but really I'm making myself stress for nothing, because this falls on the line and all you see of the fold, I don't even know if you can see. Yeah, see? That's this. Now, I'm going to take these words and I'll be gentle with myself and not be so hard. And there you go. Perfect. So, so what I'm going to decide also now is, actually, there's nothing to decide. I think I will just sew in the signature right away. Simply because whatever pockets we decide to add, whatever decoration, whatever it is, can be done afterwards. Usually I tell you to be very mindful before you start sewing anything, simply because if you want to put, let's say, an envelope, and you want to sew the inside of the envelope here, like here, you have to know this before, because once these are sewn, then, you know, then what? So now I'm also wondering if this is too thick or not. It would have been nice to just sew with my sewing machine, right? So all these pages right there, or do I do a pamphlet stitching? Oh my goodness, the options, right? I do like the idea of sewing it in this way. And because this is going to be covered no matter what. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think it's too thick. The cardstock, Tim Holtz cardstock, for any of you who know, it is very, very thick. So what I'm going to do now, of course, this little page here is too short for anything to reach it. So I'm just going to make sure it doesn't move. And I don't, you know, I don't get all ceremonial about this. Oops, sorry about the noise. I just really eyeball it. It's really what I do, you know. So I'm just going to move it a tiny bit like that. There. And I'm just looking here at my folds, making sure of where I'm punching the holes. Actually, I don't even have to clamp anything. So this little one, this one though, wow, I'm just wondering, because it's very small and I have other small ones. I'm going to show you. Where is it? Ah, right there. So maybe this will only be 2. Usually I make 3. But I'm thinking maybe this should be only 2 holes, simply because if I make 3, the small pages will only get 1 hole punched in, and that's not good, you know. Or I can try and risk it and put it through my machine, but I'm so worried I'm gonna ruin everything. No, I'm going to do 2 holes and just, yeah, that's all I'm going to do, because I do want all my papers to be attached, you know. So I'm sorry for the hand. There's not, you know, too many ways I can do this other than what I'm doing right now. I should have prepared my needle beforehand, but I did not, so give me a second. Okay, so I will just pass this through. It will be very simple since, you know, I mean, pamphlet stitching is also super simple, but I'm just saying. So I put it double. I think it's nice. I don't think it needs it, but why not? I have it, so let's do double, meaning double thread, right? It's just like that. So I will just put like this. I will do a double knot before I do my bow. There we go. Perfect. And then you can do a bow, or you can just cut it, or just leave it like that. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe we could put, I don't know, dangles. For now, I will just make a bow, and we'll decide later if we do anything with it. That's not a priority right now. Okay, so we have our first one, and now I will do the second one. So I will just fold it. I will hold it with this so it doesn't fold back on me. And yeah, I like it. Oh, I like this too. I like that it starts like this. I'm not sure. Huh. Yeah. Okay, I just want to see if the other pages also make sense now that I flipped things around. Don't want it, you know, to look like I made a mistake and did everything, you know, upside down. This is intentional. So, yeah, this is nice. I like it. I like it. I like it like that. I don't know why. I just really do. So I will do it that way. Okay. Okay, where's the middle? Right here. So this one I'll try and put like somewhere, you know, right here. I hope I'm centered somewhat. Okay, and again, I did not prepare. Okay. So I will move that, and here we go. Okay. Why is it moving so much? Okay, whoops. Let's make our double knot so nothing moves. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll be able to cover with the fabric. Okay, this is super long, but like I said, because I don't know what I will do with those, I just rather leave them for now and, you know, cut them later or whatever I decide to do. Okay, so. Okay, so I was pretty good. I mean, I eyeball it, and this one is a tiny bit, you know, longer. Again, it doesn't matter because we will not see that. Ah, yes, this is lovely. Look, perfect. There's a nice space between both the signature, which is really important, so that everything has space to grow. And oh, yes, I like it. Perfect. Okay, now we can proceed to gluing our fabric, and then we'll decorate the front, and then we'll see where we are at. So I will put some glue like this. I will put it here first, and then I'll deal with the front, you know, the front and back. So this is all gooey. Let me get rid of the goo. Okay. I also could have used, which is now just popping in my mind right now, and well, it would have been very nice. I think my option is also good. I'm just saying, oh, I could have these Tim Holtz tapes here. Let me show you. Like these. They're self-adhesive. That would have been very nice as well, and they're pretty much the right width. But I think it's good like that too. Just gonna spread it and going to apply this. Actually, I'm just going to hold on, just want to see where the signatures are. Just gonna lay it flat while I glue the back here. Oops. Here, that way I know also how much I'm leaving on each side, and then I'll take care of gluing this part, you know. So I just want to take care of this first. Okay, so it's semi-dry. I had to stop the video because I dropped my water. I caught it on time before I made a huge mess, but still I had to clean up. Okay, no, not on the table. Goodness. Imagine that, working with paper. No, on the floor. So, okay, so it is kind of dry. I'm just going to be delicate. In fact, because it's so light colored, I'm just going to put this underneath while we work on the inside, just so the fabric doesn't get dirty. My table is, you know, black and all kinds of splatters. So I will just glue this pocket, super simple. Like, I won't go complicated. All this needs is glue anyways. So how about we do that? And we're going to hold it a second or two. Okay, so now the front. And I already have ideas for a few items in, in the journal. And look at this piece of paper I found. Oh my gosh, that's from the same type of paper I showed you earlier. These ones, isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? I have to use it. It's just a scrap. I would have tons of this and I would never get tired of this. This color is amazing. Okay, so the front, let's get with it. So I usually I would try and embellish and put some fabric underneath. I'm still not sold on the fact that I might not. Let me just cut a piece of fabric, the fabric I showed you earlier. So I just ripped a piece. And again, I don't want to take away. Oh, look at that. Oh, just a bit, but I don't know if it'll look good with my words here. So let me just cut a tiny piece, and let's see about we'll see. So if I put the words, I didn't ink the edges either because I think this just looks perfect the way it is. Usually I would ink the edges and such, but not today. So what if I glue this here, and then I put this right there, and maybe here, and then this right here. Yes, oops, you can't see that. See, it's not perfectly in the middle, and that's what I love. And then we'll see if we add fabric pieces here and there and if it works. I'm not sure it works at all. However, this might work. You know what I mean? So again, before you glue anything, you have to make sure. I don't dislike that either. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I really like the idea of fabric just because it echoes this and it adds even more texture. So how about like right there? So I'm going to put a tiny bit here just so I don't lose where I want this, and then I will turn it around and put more glue everywhere. Now this is pretty thick handmade paper. I just hope the kind of glue I have will be enough to glue all of these together. Oh goodness, hold on. Oh my gosh, this is me, isn't it? This is loose. I gotta glue this first. Okay, this actually might ink the edges of a tiny bit. Oh yes, I don't know if you can see, maybe not, but it's not a lot, it's just enough. It's with the gathered twigs, so it's not too dark. And I think it matches this here, so it will be, it would look, like it belongs, and it will frame it well too. There, just that little touch, and then we'll put glue. This I could have used my glue stick, but I started already, so there. And I think this journal will be simple. It doesn't mean it won't have nice things in it. It just needs to be simple because I wanted to reflect the title. So I don't know if I make sense. Just trying to make sure I'm straight here. There. Okay. So now I can glue this. just like that right here. Might take a little while to dry, but I just won't move too many, too much. How about just like that? Actually, this should have been this way, but it's too late now. I'm trying to see what would look better. Maybe like that. That's not bad. And again, I don't want to hide too much of the design because this paper is absolutely gorgeous. So how about we do just that? So I will apply some glue here. Just like that. And then I think this piece should have been this way. I don't know if it's glued already or not. I'd like to move it maybe. I don't know. I feel like this one should have been up. I'll leave it. It's nice. It's okay. Okay. So right here. Yes. Okay, and then how about right, like just like that. I like that. Okay. So this. Okay. And then I will apply some glue. Okay, perfect. Oh, I like where this is going. Oh, this is gorgeous. I really like how, I think my goal when I chose these papers especially was to have a very soft vintage with a light touch of grunge, if that makes any sense. I find that this is kind of grungy, and the background that she made here, right? I don't know, does that make sense? A tiny bit of grunge, very light, delicate grunge, if I can call it that way. So that was the goal here, and I think this is going to be such a lovely journal. And I'm also going to add, oops, sorry, let me find them. Where are they? Hold on. Oh, there they are. I was looking for metal corners. I just have to decide which one I want. These or gold ones. You know, gold is very beautiful. It's shiny. It uplifts. I find it also gives a, a lift to the page. I don't know if you can see that. It's very beautiful. This is more muted and more with the grungy vibe, and it would also be very beautiful. I'm not sure which one I will put. Usually I would go with this, but I think for this one, strangely enough, I feel like gold is better. And I'm so not a gold kind of person, but this is it. This is what needs to be done. So I will use the gold one. And where are my, there we go, my little pliers. And I will put those in right now. Why not? I put glue here. I don't even know if it helps any. I just always did. Sometimes the corners are thick because I'll have fabric and all these things. This time I don't have fabric, I just have the cardstock, so we'll see. So the secret of these is to be very gentle when you press on them, and you have to go one side and then you go the other, and you'll only press a tiny bit at a time, and back and forth, back and forth. Make sure that these stay at an angle, because if you press, let's say, real quick on this side, they'll open up and then you don't have a corner anymore. So you just go very gentle. There. See? This is beautiful. I hope you saw. I just realized you weren't pretty close, but I wanted to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to proceed with the other ones, and I'll be back. I just came back because I decided to put a pocket or a side tuck, if you will, on the back of the journal. Now this will be decorated afterwards, but before I put the corners, I decided, why not put a pocket in the back? Now I know this is very, like I said, light color beigey, but I do have the intentions on decorating this, and it will look lovely. Okay, so now we have our corners, and we have a nice little tuck right here. This I might have to trim. It's not straight with the journal here. Okay, perfect. So I trimmed it because it was looking strange. Now look at that with the gold. Isn't that just lovely? Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this. This is becoming something very, very cute. And I'm happy because, you know how I tell you sometimes I don't have any inspiration, or like I don't know what to do. Like I have all these beautiful things, but this time I didn't even come in my studio to create a journal. I literally just saw this book here, this book page, and well, this was that, but I ripped it. And I thought, oh, I gotta do something. I love the texture of this paper. And that's how it started. So now I have this idea where it says here, I have many ideas, Our Amazing Birds. And I thought, how about I fussy cut? This comes from the same book. But how about I fussy cut him? Wouldn't that be lovely? I think it would. So let's get to that. And hopefully I can fussy cut properly. So right now I'm talking. Sometimes I fast forward this, but I don't think this will take too long. And I'm sure you can just fast forward yourself as well. There we go. I know my scissors are big, huh? Yeah, I have smaller ones, but I don't find them as sharp. And they're cute too, but I don't like the grip. These ones. They're really pretty, but I don't use them. I don't know. Let me see. I think that the grip, because it's metal and it's thin, it's not super comfy. So when you fussy cut a lot, you have a lot of elements to fussy cut, I find that they hurt my fingers. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being picky. I would like better scissors for sure, for fussy cutting especially. I just haven't found what I want so far. I got another pair as well, and I don't like them. No, see, this is not working. I don't like this. Let me get my big old scissors. Ah, much better. You know what? I actually do think it's the grip. This, I think it's called the grip. I am much better at this with those. Because I feel comfortable. and I did not feel comfortable with the other scissors. That's really nice. Yeah, I think this journal will be absolutely lovely. And you know, I usually sell my journals, but I'm starting to wonder if I will. Because like I said, I do need the reminder myself. But we'll see. I'll probably sell it. I always say I might keep it, but you know what? I also have one for myself. So, okay, I want to cut this inside here. Where's my... Just to give me some space to put the scissors in. Now I'm going to need smaller scissors. Maybe these ones. These are the ones I got for fussy cutting, and I really don't like them either. Although the grip is much better. The grip is much better for sure. There we go, almost done. There. See the effect? I think this is really lovely. Now, maybe I'll sit him on another piece of fabric. Ooh, let's see what it would look like. Let me cut what I think would be good. I know I'm off camera. I'm just cutting and tearing here in that piece of cloth I showed you earlier. And it won't be this way. It will be this way. And that is not bad. That is not bad at all. But I'm thinking of something else. Let me see. Oh my gosh, this would have been lovely if this was larger. Oh my goodness, it doesn't fit. Oh, it would have looked so beautiful on that background. Ooh, wait now. Remember that piece from the journal itself? Oh, no, see, it's not the same. It looks like it would fit, but it's not, because these details are too big. You need smaller details or the bird gets lost. Do you know? You know what I mean? Look. See? Oh my goodness, he would look lovely. Let me see if I have something else. Okay, so I found other papers that would work. So, I just realized that this is the piece of paper I've used later on in the journal. And so that's not bad, because it could make some kind of, oh, look. Oh, I didn't realize this though. Does it matter though? I don't think so. Okay. Look, that is very beautiful as well. But now the green looks fabulous, but I'm just realizing that this green here, it's too redundant. It's a shame, because had I known, I would not have put this piece here. Now I wish I could kind of rip it. Okay. Oh, wow. This is really beautiful. I could take this page out. I'm not sure. Let me see. What do you think? Do I put this page here? Not like that. It will be cut shorter to fit, you know, the page, but I mean the color. Do I do that and take this out, and then this will be covered with, you know, just this? Or do I leave this page here and just cut, you know, the piece that is appropriate, you know, that fits? Well, probably something like that, and put the bird on it. See, it's it's just a question of deciding what the bird looks better in. I think it really looks lovely on the green. Oh my goodness, yes. Okay, well, there it is. I'm going to rip this page out. It doesn't matter because I will be able to use it somewhere else. And I will just take this piece. There you go. Perfect. Decision made. And now I will cut the size I need for the bird and for it to look nice overall. Oh, look at that. He is lovely. Okay. Pretty much the whole width, really. Right? Okay. So let me get my ruler. I love to tear paper with the ruler. It actually works pretty well. So I will... Yeah, just like that. Oh, this is lovely paper. Lovely. I wish you could touch it through the screen. And you'd see what I mean. It's really lovely. Oh, look at that. He looks so sweet. How about I round the corners too? Yes. I like that. I like that it peeks through. It makes you curious to see what's you know on the next page. Yes, I like it. I will first glue the bird though, just to make my life a little easier. We're already 41 minutes in, and I don't really intend on fast forwarding anything, although if I did while you're watching this video, then it means I made another decision. But as of now, I don't really want to, and the thing is I'm not really done. And yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Oh, yes. He is lovely. Perfect. Yes, okay. And now I will glue this in here. I hope I'm not too boring because I feel silent today. And I almost did a silent video, with the music and maybe some voiceover to explain a few parts of the process. But then I decided to just talk. But I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. There's not, I don't know. I'm just, I'm not tired. I'm just quiet. There, that's what the word is. Quiet. And that's okay. I just hope you're enjoying it because I'm supposed to also somewhat entertain you. Okay. Oh, yes. Perfect. I will put something here. But I think he really looks amazing. Oh, look at that bird. Perfect. So I had other things I wanted to do on this page. I'm just not certain if we have time to do that because there's a lot of, pages and I want to decorate and also a lot of writing that I want to maybe make lighter, if somebody wants to write in it, or use these pieces of paper and just glue them here and there, things like that to allow for writing, but it will remain pretty simple. So what I think I'm going to do, since we did put the signatures in and we did the front and we did quite a lot, I will end the video here because it is 45 minutes and I don't want you to, I want to keep you with me. So what I'm going to do is I will do another part of this journal. So this is the beginning of the Be Gentle with Yourself journal. And then we'll make another part of this. And if you want to see the rest of this journal, there'll be a second video for it. So on this, I will say as usual, I hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I give you a great big hug from here in Nova Scotia, Canada. And I say thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye bye.